Use long division to solve 4x minus 5 into 12x squared minus 11x plus 10. So there are 4 little steps to follow to use the long division method. The first step is to estimate, and in this case we start with estimating the first term on the inside of the house with the first term on the outside of the house. So what we want to do is estimate by making 12x squared, putting 12x squared over 4x. So when we do that division, what we're left with is just 3x. So what we do is we put that 3x up here, right? So then the second step is to multiply, and in this case we want to multiply 3x by the terms on the outside. So 4x minus 5. So 3x times 4x minus 5 is 12x squared minus 15x. So we want to write that right under these guys. 12x squared minus 15x. Then the third step is to subtract. So we want to subtract this term up here, these terms up here with these terms down here. So what we do is we put a minus sign over the whole thing. So when we put a minus sign and we distribute, this 12x squared becomes negative and this 15x becomes positive, right? Distributing that negative. So when we're subtracting these guys, these two cancel out, and then we have negative 11x plus 15x, which gives us 4x. And then finally the last step is to bring down the next term. And in this case, the next term is that positive 10. So we want to bring it down here. So now, since we're not quite done, 4x plus 10 can be estimated into 4x minus 5, we do these steps again. So after you're done with step 4, you start all over again. So now we want to estimate 4x into 4x, right? First term here by first term here. So we're just going to get 1 in this case, right? Yeah. So we want to add a 1, and then multiplying 1 times 4x minus 5, well, that's just going to give us 4x minus 5, right? So we want to put 4x minus 5 here, and then the third step is to subtract, and when we subtract, this sign becomes negative, and this sign becomes positive. So then 4x and minus 4x cancel out, and then we have 10 plus 5, which is 15. So the solution is going to be 3x plus 1 plus the remainder, which is 15 over 4x minus 5. And if you're never sure and you've got a little bit of time, you can always check. And the way you check is by multiplying this denominator here by this main value and adding the remainder. So 3x plus 1, you want to check, right? 3x plus 1 times 4x minus 5 plus 15, and you want that to be equal to what was inside of the little house. So you want it to be equal to 12x squared minus 11x plus 10. So let's solve the expression on the left. So foiling these guys out, we get 12x squared minus 15x plus 4x minus 5. Oh, sorry, plus 15, not plus 10. Getting ahead of myself. So simplifying, we get 12x squared, then minus 15x plus 4x is going to give us minus 11x, and then negative 5 plus 15 is going to give us plus 10, which is equal to this guy. So we did it right, and so our final answer is 3x plus 1 plus 15 over 4x minus 5.